here at this stage versus his opponent. And this is the other problem for Stork here, though, is if Forgg decides to just lift off and attack, he's not going to be able to defend this on his main. So if Forgg can somehow fight this off in his main with some SCVs, something like that, if he just decides to send like a couple vultures or something like that, Stork's entire base is undefended. I don't think he has the troops to really spare to do that, though. It looks like he's going to end up losing the siege tank to that north, and it looks like he's going to end up losing probably more siege tanks in the back. But and wow, a lot of zealots, a lot of dragoons. Well, I'm sorry, a single zealot and a lot of dragoons. At the very least, this is going to do enough economic damage that Forgg should be able to catch up. That single dragoon looked like fairly trapped there. Another tank picked off, another tank spawning out. So this isn't going to be a killing blow here. But this entire time, Forgg is not mining. More troops coming up. That's definitely got a Reaver in it. So a couple dragoons as well as a Reaver pushing up. Forgg taking some economic damage there. Nice job by Stork, and he's going to take 2 expansions immediately, knowing that Forgg cannot commit the troops to do a counterattack at this stage and defend the pressure that's coming into his base. And if there's a zealot in there, no, it looks like a Reaver. Reaver taking a free hit and doing some damage down below, and using those dragoons in support to take out. Oh, 2 tanks right there. Beautiful attack. Let's see if he can turn around and get some significant SCV kills. That's it for the dragoons inside the base. Able to take out another tank once again, doing some beautiful harass. Stork playing at a very high level right here. Is he going to get any kills with that scab? Oh! Gets a nice set of kills there, and now I'd say Stork is significantly ahead. He's got those 3 bases going up. More kills there on the secondary. So nice recovery by Stork and some nice play altogether. Playing very risky once again, and this is, I think, what the difference between the old Stork and the new Stork. Before, the old Stork would just play solid, would play standard, would play somewhat safe, would play kind of the, I would say, boring builds, things that were expected. Needs to keep that shuttle alive, though, because otherwise Forgg would be able to do something. He should just back that shuttle out at this stage. He needs to be careful. Very wary of those Marines. But Forgg does not have a lot of attack troops on the ground. Stork can just put down a bunch of gateways at this stage or do whatever degree of tech he feels like. He's in a extremely strong position. Also taking that 12 o'clock. And I gotta say, Forgg in a lot of trouble. That little singe damage there, the burning, factories, kind of spells it all out there. A lot of SCVs killed in there, and plus not mining at his main for a very significant portion of time. The shuttle coming back around to try to get some more damage. Maybe there's some zealots in it now. Maybe dragoon to take a shot, and he's going to get more SCVs on top of it. And again, the SCV's trying to run away briefly. So just piling on the economic damage while establishing his own economy. 4 gateways going up. But if he's only putting down the 4, he's probably going to start pushing carriers in not too long. Just because he's going to have a lot of spare resources and a lot of spare gas. Ooh, loses his Reaver, though. So Forgg at least doesn't have to worry about the counterattack. Might lose that tank, though. Doesn't, in fact, because that second tank, as well as the SCV, is able to protect it. But Forgg's attack force is very small. His economy very, very battered. 4 gateways up. Looks like and I'm waiting for what Stork's going to do after this. 4 gateway. He's in the bonus on production right here. He's got 3 bases up. He's got I've got to assume decent probe saturation. Not sure. Forgg's basically going to have to go for an all-in counterattack. He does have an SCV heading up to the 12 o'clock position. A pylon wall starting to go up. Forgg might start running out some vultures, but he's got to do something drastic to try to win the game at this stage, just because of his significant delay economically. Looks like the SCV is going to come out. It's going to see those pylons going up. Going to be able to sneak in. It's also going to get a good look at the probe saturation. Going to see that Stork isn't putting down that 3rd gas, though. So maybe not carriers. I'm kind of curious what Stork's up to economically. But here comes the 4 gateways. I'd actually expect a 5th as soon as that gas is up. And I'm kind of, okay, more gateways going down now, so he's just going to go in all-in infantry. I think he was just delayed. He kind of wanted to get a good look at, or was trying to anticipate what Forgg was doing. Probably just delaying dragoon production to lay all those gateways down all at once. So just going to go massive, massive, massive dragoons to try to counter that 5 gate, to anticipate a 4 factory push at this stage. And it looks like the vulture's being upgraded to, do those vulture harasses out in the field. So basically what's going to happen is Stork's going to work his way to about basically max supply, and as soon as Forgg hits 100 supply, he's going to move out, and Stork will probably just have overwhelming forces. The one issue with that is that tends to work better out in open field areas, and there's not a lot of that on Byzantium. So this is the closest one. You can see where Stork is gathering his forces up right there, and that'll help against the academy going up to get a comsat. There's that 5th factory. Also that also help to contain those vultures that are pushing out in the field. And it looks like the vulture's not going anywhere. They're not even speed upgraded yet. So Forgg in a lot of trouble here, and we'll see if this pays off for Stork. It's possible that Stork could completely botch his micro, that Forgg could have some brilliant micro in the headlong attack, but honestly I don't see that happening. Looks like the Forge is up on that secondary, just a little bit of a gap. I love the base design. Citadel of Adun down to get that speed upgrade for those Zealots, to make those Zealots just deadly efficient, especially against this tanks. And we'll see if Forgg decides to push out. Yeah, he's starting to push out a little bit ahead of time, trying to establish as much of his line as possible. A couple vultures establishing a line. It looks like Zealot bombs leading the mines right in. Beautiful execution there by Stork. That was textbook right there. And also gets a Zealot in on the front, making sure that Forgg does not gain any room. 2 tanks going down to a Reaver shot. Reaver finally taken care of. Stork, you need to back off though now. Buddy, you're getting a little too greedy. Yeah, he's got those 3 Dragoons. Yeah, more coming in, so he can afford to lose some of those troops, making sure that Forgg couldn't really establish anything with some very nice micro. Like, that was just razor-like precision. Forgg, I think he realizes that Stork is going straight against that 5 factory, so he's just going to push out as best as he can, getting caught. He didn't think the troops would be there so fast, but now he knows how many gateways Stork has. He knows that he's just producing mass, and he's going to lose the secondary as a result. Stork taking the advantage. Now SCV's trying to go to that bunker, not able to stop it, and Dragoons and Zealots now on that front door, just kind of taking out what they can. But yeah, Forgg at this stage knows, just because the amount of troops he hit there in the counterattack, or in the follow-up attack, he knows what he's going up against. He knows that there's just too many troops on the ground, trying to get some vultures through to try to do some economic damage, trying to plant some mines out in the field. Did manage to sneak a couple vultures through. That's not going to be enough in my opinion. Ordia can there at the 12 o'clock. He's going to see that Citadel ban, losing a vulture there as well. And I think this is where Forgg starts to panic. He knows he can't win game 1. And the question is when will he GG sooner rather than later, or what's he going to do at this stage? Stork pushing up with a lot more attack forces. It looks like he just got the speed upgrade with the Zealots, losing a couple Zealots a little bit carelessly right there, but going to be able to pick off that shuttle and that turret on the field. He actually doesn't even need that turret. I think he would be better suited with, I don't know, something else, because that turret not going to go up. Stork just sidestepping with those Dragoons to push in. And this is just going to, wow, squelching that attack very effectively. Very nice micro on Stork's part. And there's that turret going down. It was to work against that shuttle a little bit, but yeah, I can't see that getting established. Yeah, you can see it a little bit on Forgg's face. He's got kind of that heavy breathing, sighing stuff going on, where he's like, crap, what can I do here? What can I do? He's trying to sneak some vultures through. That seems to be his plan at this stage. Unfortunately, with the reinforcements, the vultures themselves getting blocked in before they can really do anything. Stork doing it, and it's almost, wow, this just kind of hurts. Zealots running in to clear that minefield, very effectively taking down that minefield. In fact, dragging one into a tank. Going to be able to take that vulture out as well. Now it's just 2 siege tanks against way too many Dragoons to protect that secondary, and as soon as that secondary goes down, Forgg is going to have to GG. Stork doing a fantastic job. SCV's coming off the line to try to defend, but honestly, single Dragoon versus a single SCV, the Dragoon ends up winning. There's GG. Hope you guys enjoyed that game. Great first set from Stork. Once again, iCup, Artosis at SC for All. I think In Control is on a TV show. Yeah, a live broadcast TV show. Check out the Team Liquid thread for that. If you feel like giving back to the community, sc2gg.com. We always look for contributions. Thanks for listening, guys.